Welcome back to Glasjaw Cooking. Today we're gonna make a Swedish chocolate cake or mud cake, depending on how you call it. And first of all, you're gonna need to put on the oven to a solid 175 degrees, right? Like so. And then you press start, and now it's on. But then you also need to make sure that you have all the ingredients, which we're gonna shake now. Cocoa powder, powdered sugar, some more breadcrumbs, butter, vanilla sugar, egg, some normal sugar, and then you need some flour. Then you start with measuring up 100 grams of butter. And Swedish packaging is so good, so you have these lines you can go after. So here you can see it's 100. And put it in the casserole. Then you're gonna need to melt it. So that's what we're gonna start with, melting the butter. Now, while you wait for the butter to melt, you're gonna have to butter the frame so that breadcrumbs can nicely get a nice fit around it. Now you can do with the melted butter. Right now I'm gonna do some margarine, so like a small shortcut. Put some in. Then you just gotta make sure it's all spread out all over so it will stick to the frame. Otherwise it will just fall off, and it will be a really sad butter cake. So then you just pour in some breadcrumbs. And if it's not enough, just pour in some more. And then just slowly, that was barely anything. Evenly spreaded frame, yep. Sticky. Make sure you do this over the washing plate so you can just easily just get rid of the evidence. So. Now that our butter is completely melted, we can finally put in the rest of the ingredients. So 2.5 deciliter of sugar, 2 eggs. Egg cracking skills are superb. Make sure to not get any shells in there, that would be disgusting. You're not gonna compliment your food if you do that. Then you gotta mix it. Now I don't believe you need to be careful at all, you just gotta mix this thing. 1 deciliter of flour. Gotta mix it. Then you gotta put in 1 teacup of tea wheat, I don't know, of vanilla sugar. This one was pretty crusty. So, just 1, like so. Can mix it in a bit, like so, just to make it look pretty. And then you put in 3 of these into the cut of the cocoa powder into the mix. This gets everywhere, so be careful. Then you mix it in. All of it. And this should be all the ingredients. Okay. Now you gotta make sure it all gets mixed in well, otherwise you will have a pretty bad chocolate cake. Now you gotta mix it until you get like a consistency like this, so it looks really mixed in. You don't see any solid eggs in it. It all looks good. It's just a chocolate cake mix. And when you get to this, you can just pour it in. All looks good, like so. Then you just gotta put it in the oven. And now it's gonna wait, like I guess 15-20 minutes, around that. Should be good. We will be back then for the taste testing and so finishing up. Now, to make sure to see if it's finished or not, you should check it by pointing with this, as it's hot. And I gotta make sure the outer layer of it is crusty and hard, while the inside and middle is soft and squishy and liquidy. So let's see. I can see now because of heat. So. Now we're gonna shake once more. Now we're gonna put it out even, because we believe it's finished. Now you gotta remember it's really hot and you don't want to burn your hands in case something goes wrong. It'd be a shame if you would drop it now. There you have it. Now you're just gonna wait like an hour to it to cool down, and you can add the final touches to the mud cake, to the cake, chocolate cake, Swedish cake, the cake of cake. Now that it's finally cooled down, we can pour some of the powdered sugar onto it, so to make it look nicer and a bit taste better. Just take a scoop. Then just like so. That looks really good. I'll say that will look even professional even. Now we can cut it up and take a taste test. See if it's actually good. Now the first one is always the hardest, as you have no leeway. You can't really like just put it on your hand and grab it. You just gotta somehow like squish it out of it and like ruin the whole thing. Since it's the first one. And since it's a sticky cake, it will also get like kinda impossible to get it out in one piece. Gently like get all the pieces out of it. I think this is a really good one. Like so. Then you leave the knife there so next person can get their slice. And I believe it's a really good one. Even alive. I give it 10 out of 10. I couldn't get stabbed in the foot, oh god.